Really unfortunate news in regards to Connor Bedard's fractured jaw. We got a lot coming up. Stick around. Stay tuned. Welcome to the channel, everybody. If you're new here and you love hockey as much as we do yourself a favor. Hit the subscribe, turn on the notifications, hit that like and share. It just lets us know you care. And let's jump into this. So, we're hearing that Connor Bedard underwent surgery on Monday to repair his fractured jaw. So, he's expected to miss approximately 6 to 8 weeks of game time, meaning that the Blackhawks will unfortunately need an injury replacement at the NHL All-Star Game. So, again, from Frank Saravalli here, I agree with him. It's unfortunate that only, 3 months in to the season, Connor Bedard gets absolutely wrecked. You know, it's funny because I made a video talking about this a couple of days ago when it happened, and I was like, wow, Bedard completely got leveled here. And people were fighting me about it, saying, oh, wow, if you think that's getting leveled, then you got another thing coming. And I was like, dude, did you see how hard he got hit? And then boom, fractured jaw. Now everyone's quiet about it. You know, I'm telling you, man, it's a big wake-up call for him early on in his career. He's got to build more muscle. He's got to get himself a little bigger if he wants to try and compete. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on his surgery? Let me know in the comments section. I think it's pretty safe to say that Cutter Gauthier is a little upset. Stick around, that's coming up. All of this Cutter Gauthier drama just continues and continues. Newly acquired Anaheim Ducks prospect Cutter Gauthier spoke Wednesday on the fallout from his decision to not play for the Philadelphia Flyers and subsequent trade for Jamie Drysdale and a second-round pick. Gauthier, who said he will continue to keep his reasons for not joining the Flyers a private matter, spoke out on the backlash that he's received since Monday's trade. There's been a lot of good and a lot of bad. This is what Gauthier said on a call with reporters per The Athletic. A 19-year-old kid getting a lot of death threats and a bunch of thousands and thousands of people reaching out and just saying some pretty poor things that I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. It's pretty tough to see, obviously, but it's a business. With all the rumors spreading around that aren't true, it's kind of tough to go out and say one word or anything to kind of quiet those people. But, you know, people are going to have opinions, people are going to say things. I can't tell them to have an opinion or not. It's been definitely a little bit of a stressful situation the last 48 hours. So, I mean, I think, you know, needless to say, he's freaked out, and rightfully so. But hey, man, look, on the fact of the fans, they were looking forward to you playing with the Flyers. It's like breaking a promise, you know, a really serious promise, you know, so it's to be expected that people are going to be upset. But nowadays, because of the power of the internet and the power of anonymity, right? Did I say that right? People could just be whatever they want to be online and just, you know, make horrible threats and say terrible things to people, you know, anonymously. So, in the comment section, let me know your thoughts on the Cutter situation. You can always count on John Tortorella to be entertaining. Check it out.
Is the guy here? The guy here that caused Kevin Hayes a problem?
Yes.
You?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Do you think Kevin Hayes is going to do something like that?
Any last questions?
Person letting the first two buy him.
It pisses me off that you guys throw that around and affect someone's life. No, Kevin Hayes and I had a problem. We couldn't come to an agreement how to play. That's a good man. That's a good man. And what you said is going to stay with him. That's what you guys don't understand. You say something, and you're going to sit there and say you have the right sources. I call. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Listen, like him or hate him, John Tortorella is standing up for his guy. Okay? See, the thing is that these reporters say and do as they please. I understand that they have a job to do. They are there to report the news, okay? But when things get twisted, when things get taken out of context, you know, a journalist's job, that's the word I was looking for. A journalist's job is to make sure to report accurate information and always be careful what they say and do, because they can have extreme ramifications in regards to the people that they are about, such as Kevin Hayes, okay? John Tortorella even says, we disagreed on a play, and that's a man right there, okay? And it shouldn't go any further than this, all right? Well, I think it's safe to say that Connor McDavid had a big point about the Draisaitl offside call. We got a lot coming up. Stay tuned. Connor McDavid absolutely had a fiery answer in regards to the Draisaitl offside call. He went on to say, if it takes you 15 minutes to determine if it's offside or not, it probably doesn't matter. You zoom in, you keep zooming in until you can't zoom in anymore. I guess it's offside.
For a team that you guys had that Makar goal go against you a couple years ago, do you have an opinion on the Draisaitl one? It's all similar. What did you think of that?
I do. I mean, obviously, if it takes you 15 minutes to determine if it's offside or not, it probably doesn't really matter. I talked to the linesman after. Ultimately, it's not their call, I guess. You know, obviously they said it came down from the league, but you zoom in, you keep zooming in until you can't zoom in anymore, and I guess it's offside. So, you know what? These are calls that change games, and ultimately it didn't go our way. You know, that was a big call. It would have really hurt them, and I thought it should have been onside. I mean, it's kind of possession too, right? Like the argument of possession. That whole debate can start again. It was such a close one. You'd like to see it. You know, I think the NHL uses the analogy dead wrong, right? If it's dead wrong or something like that. I don't know what they say. Like, they want it to be clear and obvious, right? That one's certainly not clear and obvious.
Fair.
I mean, this was put so eloquently. I mean, I don't think that there's any room for error here, okay? The fact of the matter is, it took way too long, and Toronto sometimes, takes their sweet time. We'll leave it at that. So in the comments section, let me know. Do you agree with what Connor McDavid was saying? Do you disagree? Do you think it was offsides with Draisaitl? Please let us know your thoughts down below. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe, turn on the notification bell, hit that like and share. Just lets us know you care. All right? Till next time, keep watching that hockey, and we'll keep talking about it.